Do I sound nice, Alex? Beautiful. Okay, cool. Tonight on Double Hammer. Don't change your screens. You're right where you need to be. You're watching Below the Belt's Double Hammer. Tonight, with songs in their premiere EP, Merrywood, and the recorded debut of a brand new song, I'm excited to introduce you to The New Cut.
That's us. Thank you. That was our recorded debut, as Dom said, for the Overpass. We're now going to play a couple songs from an EP that we just released earlier this year called Merrywood, whilst I tune up. This one's called The Family Business. Look through the leather-bound pages of a book. This business is a business and it's run by crooks. You won't ever have what you never took. And inhale, curse, immediately quite charming and well-versed. The compliment he pays me sounds rehearsed. I try and say something but he gets there first. And he wonders how my music makes profit. I'm not even profit. Stop it, twist it, bop it. Wonders how my music makes profit. I'm not for profit. Stop it, twist it, bop it. A lottery in a monopoly. All of this is getting on top of me. Everybody's got their self-expression until it infringes a company's property. And pause, start. I have to have an image for my art. I'll stop wearing my heart on my sleeve and start wearing my sleeves on my heart. And he wonders how my music makes profit. I'm not here for profit. Stop it, twist it, bop it. And he wonders how my music makes profit. I'm not here for profit. Stop it, twist it, bop it. The family business. Alright then, find them pretty eyes with nothing behind them. If you got the money for an early retirement, you can give the money to the people that you sign. Then inhale, curse. I gotta write new lyrics for a verse, but every time I see a headline online, I can't tell the difference between a limo and a hearse. And he wonders how my music makes profit. I'm not here for profit. Stop it, twist it, bop it. Wonders how my music makes profit. I'm not here for profit. Stop it, twist it, bop it. To be famous, I'd rather rot and die. Come and witness. Well, if your dad worked for an abattoir, and if you worked for Spotify, I call out the family business.
The new cut. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Who are we speaking with today?
I'm alright.
Cool. I'm Henry. This is
I'm Flick.
I'm Morgan.
I'm Rachel.
This is Granger.
And this is the new cut.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So you've just played us the recorded debut of one of your new tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give us the title of that track?
Yes, it's from the Overpass.
And could you tell us a little bit about what that song's about and kind of why you made it?
It's been one of those songs that's been in the works for kind of like years. It's an idea from ages ago that we kind of brought back. A lot of the lyrics are written around when we moved to our old place. This time last year, we moved to a place in Totterdown, which is it's that way in Bristol. There is a few references to that sort of area. Losing your mind in a very mundane setting. So like it's the backdrop of it is Totterdown. There's a sign that says Wells and Bath, just at the bottom of Wells Road, which I reference in it as well.
Nice.
The lyrical content.
A lot of your stuff is about kind of a commentary on kind of the drabness or like critiques of how things are done now. But your old band, Granger, that you described that as poppy before.
Yes. Oh God. Yeah, me and Morgie were in that band.
Was that in Brighton?
We went to college just outside Brighton. We met as a kind of, just like a kind of, I mean, we were like 15, 16 at the time, and it was like an after college thing.
My music teacher at the time was like, "You're going to do this?" I was like, "Oh, but my job." And she was like, "No, we need the drummers," because there were like 3 over the course of 2 years.
That's why I'm a bassist, because there's just a lack of them, and yeah, instead of guitar, I just went for the bass instead.
But yeah, me and Morgie met there. Played for a couple years. I've looked back on it very fondly. I'm still friends with the bassist and the guitarist that we were working with. It was really good fun. We learnt so much. Went around the Brighton kind of scene as well. A lot of the lyrical content from the time was basically like me being like, I'm 15, I don't have a girlfriend, and that's everybody else's fault. So yeah, but it was good. It was great. And shout out to Jamie and Hannah who are in that. Jamie's doing some really good things in Leeds. Hannah's in Bath at the moment.
Hannah is the original guitarist for the new cut. Is that the same Hannah?
Yeah, we all moved to Bristol together, but Hannah moved to Bath.
Nice.
Just wrote it down wrong, I guess. Yeah, Hannah's moved on to different projects, and yeah, wish her well. She's a fantastic musician.
So how did you collect these bonus 2 musicians from when you came up to Bristol?
I think we met Rachel first.
I come to Bristol for uni and stuff, and like during first year, kind of just went to a little jam that someone that I knew was going to put on, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to go, but then I ended up going, and then I met Henry, who needed a good bassist for the band. It's gone alright, it's quite good. It's not too bad. Yeah, no, I'm quite chuffed, it's alright.
Do you wanna?
Yeah, Flick, how did you come to join?
It was quite lucky actually, because I met them at uni as well, and I think outside of uni, Henry was like, "Oh, my guitarist has just left. I really need to find a guitarist really quick," and I was just there, and I was like, "I'll do it, man." it was just lucky. He didn't even ask me. I was just like, "I want to do it."
Putting yourself down a little bit there. It wasn't just necessity.
Well, you needed someone, and I just happened to be there at the right time.
It's been a musical match made in heaven, us four.
Thank you.
All sounds like destiny to me. So your sound now, it's got quite a lot of discontentment in it. The instrumentation of it's kind of still quite dark, but has a lightness into it you can still dance to. And you described your Granger stuff as being quite different. So what happened in the interim that changed this kind of songs you're writing about?
Well, for one thing, there was that pandemic that happened, which was pretty big, and you might have seen it in the news.
I saw it. Here, someone else told me about it.
Yeah, I think I like different influences. I think is probably the main thing, and trying to write a little bit less. I think self-absorbed is too harsh of a word to use, but I think sometimes taking yourself out of the situation that you're trying to write about a bit, and writing from a place of emotion, but not getting carried away by it, which I thought I was at the time. I got into different influences, more kind of post-punk. Wire was a big influence over lockdown, and parquet courts as well and stuff like that. And I think I just started writing a little bit differently, kind of more cynically, and I mean they're almost jokes, some of my lyrics.
Yeah, no, I have quite a lot of different like things that I take kind of ideas from, because I like a lot of like my 90s like grungy kind of stuff. I enjoy a lot of like riot girl music and like a lot more punky stuff, and like post-punk is probably like my go-to genre. But I also enjoy quite a lot of like the electronic side of that kind of stuff. Weirdly influential, even though we haven't indulged in that kind of stuff yet, but I'd like to. But also there's like a band called Hers, which I'm a massive fan of, and they're completely different from the style of what we do. I think their bassist was one of the most influential kind of people on my like bass playing and stuff like that, and it's a lot more like kind of dreamy, kind of almost like cliche romancy kind of bass. It's probably what I take a lot from with my playing.
We spent a lot of time having to play in different areas. I know that I ended up jamming a lot to kind of like drum machines and looped bass, like really crap bass parts that I'd played, which kind of lends into a more kind of rigid, almost robotic sound, which feeds into it a bit.
So going from just coming out of the pandemic and starting to release your first demo in 2021 of the family business, and now you've had the studio version released 2 years later on this EP. What's changed in the past 2 years from demo to EP release?
I think one of the biggest changes from that point is living together and working together. It's weird because you live with the people, and I think you can quite easily get sick of people that you live with, but it never happened with us, I think. So we're quite lucky with that. But I think living together's allowed us to kind of just like, there'll be times that someone just like knocks on your door and it'll be like, oh, I've got an idea, let's go look at this, let's do that, and the like kind of makes us all closer and stuff, like a little bit of a little family, nice little family business, you could say. That's the kind of thing that Henry would say.
Just sort of leap on it whilst it's there. I'm going to talk about Merrywood, because that's your debut EP. It's really, really good. Really, really like it.
Thank you.
And it's quite a lot of connections with South Bristol I see in there. It's a reference to like the cool Bedminster bands. Also, the Reclamation is the name of that antiques and furniture shop.
Oh, we are being Nardbard. Yeah, you're bang on the money with that. Yeah, a lot of that was written kind of almost being chronically online, but because there's nowhere else to go. When we were all stuck inside. And I'd met my girlfriend, and she lived near Hotwells, and I used to go see her when things started opening up again. And I used to walk past that Reclamation sign. I actually I used it as like the kind of influence for the text on the single artwork as well. I went in there actually 2 days ago, and I was like, "Do you own the place?" To this guy, he was like, "Yes." I was like, "I've written a song about your sign," and he was like, nice one, mate.
Did you play it to him? Did you dig it?
No, I kind of showed him a bit, and then I kind of ushered myself out of the shop. I think that it represented something that I saw every single time I had the chance to actually go outside, and it also represented how I kind of felt about. I mean, I was 20 when lockdown hit, and I was about 22 when it started to like be fully open again. I think a lot of people, I don't know if you guys would agree, but that's a big portion of your impressionable age where you've got absolutely no social life, and I feel like coming out of that I had to relearn a lot of things, because life became this kind of just socialless routine.
So you're from Brighton, you guys came up from here. You drove down from Manchester today.
Yeah, no, that was a random little trip. I'm not from Manchester. I'm from Oxfordshire area. I almost forgot then. I almost forgot where I'm from.
I'm from Bath, sorry. Yeah, not too far from Bristol. Bath, about 20 minutes outside.
Yeah.
Small place called Radstock. Don't go there.
Okay, noted. Thank you guys very much. Do you have anything that you want to plug, anything that you want to say to the readers of Double Hammer, to the people of Bristol? What's going to be in your new Bible?
We've got some stuff coming out, but we haven't announced it yet, so keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, thank you very much for having us. It's very, very kind of you to bring us here and let us just chat shit.
Also, real quick question.
Yes.
If you're a canned good, what would you be?
Canned good peaches.
Nice, cool. Thank you.
Or pineapple.
Oh.
Yeah, pineapple. We've changed it to
Pineapple. Double Hammer.
So this last one is also off our debut EP, Merrywood. And it's called Stephen Gerard is My Dad. Stephen Gerard Having to explain the deal that he's not the English attacker midfielder. To every red fan at a meeting game when they hear me introduce my name. And sure, my dad ain't as fit as the Scousers, I bet he's better at business analysis. Two different people, one claim to fame. An unwanted name drop, whatever that means. It's probably why I got picked for my local football team. He has to repeat himself when he calls up BT. And besides, he's a supporter of Birmingham FC. Susie had a party and no one came. Susie had a party and no one came. She heard on the news that the Reds have got the blues, it's all the same. Probably should have had a family member with a famous name. An unwanted name drop, whatever that means. It's probably why I got picked for my local football team. He has to repeat himself when he calls up BT. And besides, he's a supporter of Birmingham FC. Name drop, whatever that means. It's probably why I got picked for my local football team. He has to repeat himself when he calls up BT. And besides, he's a supporter of Birmingham FC. Thank you guys for having us. Shout out to Below the Belt and Double Hammer, of course. Yeah, we've been the New Cut, in the New Cut, by the New Cut. Both of those people took their names from us. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.
Get your hands on a copy of the companion Double Hammer magazine, now with fewer scab bits and more from the artist that Below the Belt loves. There's music to take home from our Double Hammer variety show acts in the form of a CD for your smooth operators and cassettes for your smooth operators and flares. So check out the links for where to get your hands on all these tasty morsels of underground. Below the Belt are always cooking up something you wouldn't want to miss. So stay tuned. Until next time,